Hello, friends. How is everybody this morning? Hi, bloggers. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to add an audio version onto your blog post. So, kind of like turning your blog post into a podcast. There you are. Okay. Hi, we have Sue here. We have Lydia. We have Heather. Hi. So our question actually came from Heather. Thank you, Heather, for the question. She said, I want to give readers the option to listen instead of read. All the posts have been recorded already, just not sure what to use to upload them to the post. That's awesome. So, Heather, did you record your own voice speaking your blog posts? That's so cool. And I love that you're thinking about giving readers a different option. A lot of us like to consume content when we're on the go. I know I'm a big podcast fan. Like, I'm always listening to a podcast when I'm driving or whatever. So it's a really good idea to be offering your users a different way to consume your content. And I have a few different options for you. Since you have already recorded all of the content, okay, you said yes. So you recorded your own voice reading your blog post. Since you've already recorded all the content, I mean, it's kind of a ready-made podcast. I'm just going to throw that out there. Your podcast doesn't have to look like everybody else's podcast. So it could just be you reading your blog post. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And then you would embed your podcast code into your post. After you uploaded them to whatever podcast host you're using, there's an option to embed, right? So there's some embed code. So you would just create some HTML, like an HTML block in your blog post, and then embed your podcast. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to start a whole podcast, I understand, but girl, you already put in all the work. I feel like that would be a really, really great way to reach people. Sorry, I'm cleaning up the tea I just spilled everywhere. Oh, Thorson. So, hi, Amanda's here. Paulette's here. Great. How's everyone this morning? Happy Tuesday. Okay, so if you don't want to do that, but you're open to the idea of maybe starting another channel to get more views on your content or listens to your content, then you could also create a YouTube channel with the voiceovers, right? And so, we've all listened to like music on YouTube that just has the album cover or whatever. So you could just have your featured image or whatever, right? It could be like a cover. So maybe I know you've written about like how to amend garden soil, right? I feel like that was you. So maybe you could just have the cover say amend garden soil, right? And then the whole time it's just playing you speaking your post. So you're getting in front of more people via YouTube, but then you can also, again, embed that YouTube code in your blog post. Okay, so those are two options that I think, since you're already putting in all that work, reading the blog post aloud into a microphone and like editing and all of that, I think that would probably give you the most bang for your buck, right? Because you are essentially repurposing that blog post then to multiple channels, right? You could repurpose it to YouTube and or a podcast. But if you don't want to do that, we have other options. So let's take a look at some of them. I put the links to the things I'm about to show you guys in the video description here. Let me share my screen. Show and stream. Break the internet. Okay, so the first option would be to use an audio hosting site like SoundCloud or Anchor. And then once you have all your content uploaded here, then let's just click on one. Then you would go share and embed, right? Same thing. So you would create an HTML block in WordPress and then just plop this embed code in there, and then this player would populate. Oh, this is a different blog niche, something new I'm working on, which does make it open to repurposing for sure. Awesome. Yes, that's great. Yeah, I think that if you're doing it anyway, I think the podcast and or YouTube would get you like the most bang for your buck, right? But if you don't, like if the thought of all that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I need podcast art and YouTube art and I need to create a channel and all of that is going to stop you like dead in your tracks, then I would just go with something like this, right? Short, sweet, and simple. So again, in Heather's case, she has already recorded herself talking in the microphone, narrating her blog posts. If you guys would like to turn your blog posts into audio without doing all of that, there are tons of text to speech options where you can embed like a player in your blog posts and the player will read in a robotic voice your blog post aloud to the reader. So this is one of them. This one's called Say It. I think I included 10 different text to speech options for you guys. These are all WordPress plugins. So they, not all of them work exactly the same way. I looked into this one, Say It. You install the plugin and then you use shortcode to tell the plugin which areas of your blog post you want people to be able to play as far as text to speech. And then, you know, our wonderful robotic like Siri-esque voices will come on and they will read your blog post to your audience. So that is another quick way to offer your content in a different form to your audience so they can consume your content more easily or in a more varietal fashion that might suit their lifestyle, you know, whatever it is. But again, if you're already doing all the work of if you are already doing all the work of narrating your blog posts into a microphone and editing and all of that, I mean, I would just go with a podcast. Why not? I find a lot of people I follow through podcasts. Do you guys do that? That's how I found Faith Mariah, was through her podcast. I was searching for blogging podcasts and that's how I found her. I find a lot of people that I like pay attention to and have like sucked me into their gravitational pull. I find a lot of them through podcasts or through YouTube. I found Neil Patel through YouTube. I mean, not that he's hard to find, but I do think it's another great way to get in front of your people. The more ways you can offer your content, obviously, the more people you're going to appeal to, right? The problem with that arises when you are trying to do too much all at once, right? So if you're trying to be everywhere all at once, that won't work. But that's not what's going on here. You're laser focusing on another avenue, right? It's not like you're saying, oh, I want to be on all the platforms all at once and I want to do it now, right? No, you're super focused. You just want to offer an audio version of your blog post. And I think that's a really, really great idea. Amy says, yes, I do too. Or through interviews on podcasts I already listen to. Yes, I have found a lot of people that I've like bought their products or started following. Yes, when they were interviewed on podcasts. So yeah, I think that's great. And Heather, since you're exploring this talking avenue, you might want to, again, I'm not advocating trying to be everywhere all at once, but maybe you might want to look into Clubhouse, right? If you're into the speech portion of it versus, you know, maybe getting on camera with your face and all that. All right, friends, that was a short and sweet one. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon. Have a great Tuesday. If you need anything at all, reach out to me in the group. Y'all know how to find me. Tag me in a post. Whatever's clever. If you need help, I'm here for you. See you soon. Bye.